Hey, back with my part 8 now, I believe. I think it's part 8 of my Necro run. I've been, I haven't uploaded for a little while. I've been kind of busy, but I had to get back into things. Let me load the chat thing on my phone here. Save, updated, chat, connecting. Alright, there we go. No, but I just been busy. Things have, the weather changed here. I mean, it went from cold to hot, back to cold, and then back to warm again. And so I've been trying to get stuff done outside while weather was decent, and now it's gotten cold again, so I'm just like, screw it, I'm staying inside. So, but I need to be on it more about uploading videos because I don't know, it's been like a week, maybe a week and a half, so I've been looking at getting a new computer and stuff, so I just been doing a lot of things. I think we were level 65 or 62 or something. Uh, I think we were just about to confront Zoltan Cool. No, 66. Oh, a little higher than I thought. I'm pretty sure I stopped it right before we were going to confront Cool. But that is like that what we just did in the last video or whatever. That's like the longest part of this game. So yeah, we are at the Zoltan Cool part. Alrighty.
At long last, I can complete my life's work. All will tremble at my power. What is this? How has this happened? The souls of the dead lords of hell have been absorbed into the stone. Abandon your quest, Nephilim. Your allies seek only to control you. With the power I offer, you and I could rule over all creation.
No, give me the stone, or face me as your enemy. I need a corpse.
Oh. Oh. Yikes. The idea is to get these stupid guardians out of the way. If you can first. Oh. Okay.
The Lord of Lies is as cunning as he is vile. We'll
My
need to
skeleton
use our
killed
wits to defeat him.
him first,
Wits
so.
are the greatest weapon one can possess.
Indeed. We will be ready for whatever tricks he has prepared for us.
Wards have been triggered. It seems my brothers have finally come looking for me. Damn them. I am not ready. Too much of my power is invested in the stone's creation. I must finish it. The future of mankind depends on it.
Is it true then? The slain lords of hell are within this stone.
20 years ago, during the darkening of Tristram, Cain told me of Zoltan Kuhl's profane soulstone.
That's why you left me. You went to mark the demon's souls so that they could be drawn into Kuhl's vessel.
Yes, my daughter. I have sacrificed everything for this.
They're echoey. Forgot about that. This chamber does that. It's annoying.
No, I am returning to town.
Alright, there we go. Hopefully that'll get rid of that stupid echoey noise.
This soul stone is a weak vessel. It may not be able to contain Belial and Asmodan as well as the others.
Then I will shatter it, and the lords of hell will be no more.
We've got to reach the Emperor. He said he can lead us to Belial.
Are you certain we can trust the child?
We have no choice. But know this. If Belial gets desperate, he will unleash hell upon Chaldeum.
So before we face him, we must evacuate the citizens. The Iron Wolves can help.
Let us speak with them.
Alright.
Belial has started his attack on the city. Let's go. Ashira is already at the sewers.
Now you gotta
Hurry, we'll
collect
keep you
people.
safe.
You get them to follow you. Okay, there isn't any in here. Okay, there's one, there's one.
Belial is retaliating against us. We must act.
When the fireballs began falling from the sky, we started evacuating the people. They will be safe here.
I'll find the others.
The Iron Wolves will assist you to the death.
I saw people hiding under the carts. Bring them to the sewers.
We can't risk our lives on this foolish heroism. We must go to the Emperor immediately.
See, I just grabbed those few that I got at the beginning. But now there's a bunch more. Oh, get out of the circle. Oh, God.
No.
Okay, come on, people.
Watch out! Keep the people away from those fireballs.
I did. Why don't you just shut up? And see the little yellow dot things? Those are all the people. You don't have to rescue every single one, but you try to get as many as you can. Like if
There
I
are
can
more
get
people to the west, through the doors.
everybody down there, then I go over here and I should be able to get all these people one time. See, if you grab a cluster of 3 or 4 people, then you push these carts. Sometimes these carts don't immediately grab people. Come on, don't stay back there. Come on. Come out.
Ashira is a good woman. She has to know that the Emperor isn't the same sweet child she brought to Chaldeum years ago. She has to act. If Chaldeum falls, so do the trade routes.
Out of the
And
green
people will
area.
start starving all.
Lead the rest of the people here before it's too late.
Did I just let a bunch of them?
Hurry! We'll keep you safe.
Keep you safe, my butt. Where'd those people come from? I was just back here. Now it shows another person there. I think something's glitched there.
Now to the gates. We have no time to lose.
There you go, I rescued everyone.
go.
That's cool. Don't always get everyone, sometimes you miss a couple. So I did
Now,
good.
Leah, use your power just the way I taught you and bring down these gates.
Stand back. I still can't fully control it.
Attack!
See, some of these people are innocents, but a lot of them are snake people. So you go around and you try to save as many as you can here. Leave, buddy. There, I think he finally is getting the hint.
Stop them!
Oh, whatever.
Kneel before the servants of Belial.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sorcerer's illusion blocks our path. Kill
Blah,
him.
blah, blah. Yeah, that's it, just...
I require a corpse for that. No.
Yes. Let's wait for the green stuff. Do. Yeah, come on, everybody up here. Let me go down here, kill you all at the same time. Ooh.
That is not possible. I need a corpse.
I'll be selling stone.
Again, daughter.
Okay, there we go.
I feel so weak. I don't know if I can.
You must. Now! It is up to you now. Hurry! I must stay here and tend to Leah.
I don't understand why we couldn't just
Praise
break the
God,
gates.
You've arrived just in time. Show me the soul stone.
Do you seek a new prison, Belial?
Clever. But know this, Nephilim. Asmodan knows of the stone and the power it contains. Even if you defeat me, he will exterminate you and every last one of your misbegotten kind.
I must have a corpse.
What am I doing? Don't use the corpses now. I want to leave these corpses here till when Belial gets in his true form.
No.
I will not be undone.
That's not this form either. He's got two forms. This is the first. I'm going to save the corpses for his second. Get him, Skillums. Oh, wrong button. My bad. That's okay, there'll be snake people that come out when I'm fighting his final form. Oh, here they come.
I cast off these petty illusions.
There we go.
The true vision.
You did,
of the
snake people.
Lord of Hell.
So now I got a few corpses.
I require a corpse for that.
There we go. So you stay over here to the corner when he does his breath. He doesn't hit you because he doesn't go all the way to the corner. And then you move out and you attack. He does another attack where he puts his arm through the ground. Yeah. There it is. Now what you'll see these green circles. And you just stay out of those circles. Essentially. That hurt. He got me pretty good. Now I'll stay over to this side. Yeah, I'm taking a good bit of damage. And this is pretty crazy. Can't move to this corner because he has so many of these. going, so I had to... Okay, here we go. I'll send my skeletons over to that.
I'm afraid not. I need a corpse.
What do you mean? They're there. I was gonna say, I just had corpses. You see, and as he gets weaker, he puts out more of these. Sometimes you glitch him into a cycle, or he just keeps hitting the ground, and those green things just keep appearing on later, you know, on higher difficulties. They just keep appearing, and that gets tough. Okay, that's everything. Get Belial's soul.
Quickly, Leah. Seal Belial's soul within the stone. It is ironic that one as twisted as Zoltan Kuhl played so great a role in our salvation.
Kuhl was once a tireless enemy of hell. From his life, let us learn. The longer we fight evil, the more it can corrupt our hearts.
Okay, you can teleport back to the town, or you could walk through here, and like people cheer and stuff as you get close to people. It's kind of, let's see, I'll just walk back, because then we can see all the cheering people. What I love is you didn't see Tyrael use the teleport, but he's back at the hidden camp somehow. It's like, oh, alright, whatever. See all the cheering people. Look at this lady. Look at her skin. Yeah, she's like gray. Like bony, and that's weird looking. Like everyone else looks normal, but she looks creepy.
They say the demon that possessed the Emperor was
There we go, and talk all the people.
Thank you for saving
But I'm gonna go in here, get the books, because I forgot to get books. Like, it's probably gonna be like 6 books that pop out. Yep.
After the Zakarum priest's rituals were complete, they employed a group of reckless mercenaries, the Iron Wolves, to retrieve the child. They dubbed him Hakan II and installed him on the throne despite his scant years. Caldeum has been in decline ever since, and I can see no reprieve in sight. The Trade Consortium Council has always been the ruling body of Caldeum, but it gained additional strength after the fall of the Vigerai. The councilmen saw opportunity in the rapidly growing Zakarum faith, and they allowed the fanatics to build their enormous cathedral, Saldenkal, within the center of the city. Not content to reign supreme in commerce and religion, the Trade Consortium Council aspired to make Caldeum a nexus of learning as well. It proposed to unite the mage academies in a massive new structure, the Ashari Sanctum, which has remained a beacon of knowledge and advancement ever since. Caldeum changed drastically in recent years when the Kurast nobles all but invaded the city. Soon after, their emperor Hakan I joined them and made Caldeum his capital. Though his actions seemed audacious, he managed to bring further peace and prosperity to the city for the duration of his reign. All was well under the new emperor until his untimely death forced the Zakarum priests to find a new heir for Kejistan's throne. Through a series of elaborate rituals, undoubtedly a spectacle for their superstitious followers, they determined an impoverished infant in the north was Hakan I's spiritual successor.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
We have the Black Soulstone at last, despite Zoltan Kuhl's betrayal. I always knew he couldn't be trusted. Fortunately, we were able to defeat him and retrieve the stone. I learned that my mother had secretly bound the fallen lords of Hell to it. I just wonder why she didn't tell me.
Today is a good day. You have liberated this land and brought low a Lord of Hell. Enjoy this moment, for tomorrow our war continues.
There is no time for rest. Even now, Azmodan plots our destruction.
The Lord of Sin is an uncanny tactician. He'll attack us where he believes we'll least expect it.
And where defeat would break our will to resist.
You are learning well, Leah. Now you must go to Caldeum's great library and continue with your uncle's work.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna salvage stuff here. Let's see if there's any... Oh, I'll check the weapon, because maybe it's... Is that the Pignard? Oh, no, Spear of Jara. I don't think that's... That's a new one. I don't think I've seen that one before. Maybe that was a weapon I just haven't found yet. Definitely cool. Question was, did I want to use that or this? Because I can change the 7% damage to intelligence. Because I think... Yeah, so I could get this spear to my follower, and that'd be a good weapon for him. And that has experience per kill, the thorns, and area of attack. This has essence. So yeah, I could just put... So it's 930 to 1100. This is 950 to 1150. So damage is comparable, bonus. This has maximum essence. This has area damage. This has vitality of 579. This has a little more vitality, but when I roll the intelligence, I'll make sure the intelligence, I get a, really good roll. So the intelligence is what's really important. So yeah, I'll give the spear to my follower here. Let's see his attack go up. Oh yeah, there we go. Much more of an attack. Okay. And then I'm going to adjust this scythe here. Okay. Wait, is this two-handed or one-handed? I bet you it's two-handed, isn't it? Yeah, two-handed scythe. Now that's the question. Would I benefit? Let's do it. We'll see how it comes out, essentially. Okay. That's it for intelligence? That's all I could put on here? Would be 490 intelligence? Oh, come on. That's not very good. That's pretty shit right there. Well, I guess my
that is not possible.
Follower's gonna have to deal with a regular sword. Because I'm gonna use that for now. Look at my attack and stuff. Look at that. 35 all the way up to 82 almost. That's good. Alright. Let's scrap everything except for said legendary. Repair all my stuff. We're almost level 67. We hit 70. I can put on the level 70 cane set and the level 70 Born stuff as well. Probably the Born stuff. I don't know. All right.
I can be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Let me know when you are prepared to go.
We'll watch the video sequence And then we'll be in Act 3.
None of this makes any sense to me. What am I missing, Uncle? What am I supposed to see?
Ravaging this world and all hope of resistance. My minions will find the stone. Wherever you choose to hide it. Then, at long last, Asmodan shall reign as the prime evil.
Leah, are you all right? Speak to me, child.
Arian. The demon's invasion will come from Arian.
Leah has learned where our journey leads. Asmodan's forces will strike from the depths of Ariat Crater. That leaves the soldiers at Bastion's Keep to bear the brunt of his attack. I must ensure that they are victorious.
Alright, there we go. Now that we've watched the ridiculously
keep
long
defenses
video
cannot
sequence.
hold. Its soldiers are scattered, fleeing before Asmodan's onslaught, which rushes forth from Ariat Crater. Should the keep fall, Asmodan will
Yeah, don't
claim
worry,
the
it
Black
won't fall.
Soulstone.
We'll take care of it.
If he does, there will be no hope for this world.
I will not let that happen.
Light the signal fires.
Okay,
Show
so
these
now,
soldiers that we have not yet
basically we're started.
Salvation has arrived.
This act is so much more fun than the
Black
last
Soulstone's getting
one.
hotter, straining against
I'm
me.
gonna
They're
I'm gonna get the book
whispering to
here.
me from inside. We've reached Bastion's keep, but holding the Black Soul Stone together takes up all of my time now. Sometimes I think of the wounded soldiers and their families outside, but then my concentration fails and the spells weaken. I must.
You heard the angel's command.
Oh,
Let the call sound
walked a little too far.
Bastion's keep shall not
It's
fall.
okay. She just says about how she needs to keep focus on the stone. You're not missing anything. Alright. No, we're gonna come rape you, Asmodan. You know it. I'm putting it right where it belongs. But see, the enemies are so much easier in Act 3 than Act 2. I don't understand, you know, what the deal was with that, but I mean, I know I've got a stronger weapon now, yes, obviously. But I mean, in general, never gone up here. In general, the enemies are weaker. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Look at the base down there. That's really in-depth backgrounds. I never come up here to look, but you know, I was just thinking about it, and yeah, that's very cool. But the types of enemies are easier. Like, you got those stupid snakes that go invisible in Act 2. You don't got any of that kind of crap in Act 3. Yeah, so, I don't know. Good stuff.
We saw the signifier. We must light the rest, but the demons swarm around them.
Get back inside the keep.
No, I have to help hold the
There you go,
walls.
67. I'm getting up there.
I'm afraid I need a corpse.
Oh, they were too far away, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, suck it.
I'm afraid not.
Okay, I got a bunch of corpses here. There we go. Die. There, slow you down, steal some of your life,
I must
and
have
then
a corpse.
spear you to death. That's what you get, bro. That's what you get.
I cannot do that.
A well-deserved death.
Look at that. I love that when you cut them in half and their spine just sticks out. That's so cool. The attention to detail in this game was unsurpassed. I mean, I've never seen anything this detailed for as long as I've played games, and I've played a lot of games.
That is not possible.
Look at that. Just rape them.
I must have a corpse.
There we go. Fine, you want to be murdered? Alright, bring it on. I understand why they all want to die. Well, if they just stay back, they won't get murdered. They'll have a much better day, but
I must have a corpse. That is not possible.
You're a welcome
There
sight,
we go.
hero.
okay, lit that signal fire. Let's move on. Dum da dum da dum da dum. Dum 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 da dum.
I cannot do that.
Oh, that's right. He flies off. I was trying to kill him as he came down.
I require a corpse for that.
Suck it. There we go. You are dead.
I hear you're the best there is.
I am the best there is. the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Just like Bret Hart.
Run!
I love these guys. It's just the meteors come down. That sucks so hard. Those poor guys.
I grow weak.
Oh, what just happened? Okay. I don't know what happened there, but that was very strange. That's why I don't play hardcore as much, because that kind of shit happens. Like, you'll be going along playing, and then there'll be like some kind of strange thing just kills you out of nowhere. You don't know what happened. It just yeah, suck it. Okay, light the signal fire.
It's an honor to fight by your side.
It's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. You're just sitting in a bad spot.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, I know. How about that?
I require a corpse for that.
Yes, I know. Just seeing if the other corpses could be used, but they're out of range. There we go.
I cannot do that.
Let's pick this crap up. It's not crap, it's actually good items, but I'm holding the experience gain stuff, so.
No.
Okay, looks like we have to move on up here. Kill these assholes. Light the beacon.
Those bastards didn't stand a chance.
Right, they didn't. I wasted them. Okay. Kill the... There you go. Kill the shamans, then they can't respawn
No.
any of the guys. That's the other thing about the corpse, because they can't respawn something that no longer exists. So if you use the corpse for an explosion or whatever, they can't use it anymore.
I cannot do that.
You like that?
What have the hell sent forth now?
There, a worthy foe.
I require a corpse afraid for that. Not. I'm losing strength.
Ooh. Got freezed.
I cannot do that.
I use the corpses to kill that yellow guy, so.
You're a welcome sight, hero.
There we go, and there was the final.
I cannot do that.
So you're the wretch that's given me such trouble. Thrash as you might, you will not keep me from the Soul Stone.
What in the hells was that?
Nothing you should fear.
We've seen the fires you've lit. Fear has no more hold on us. The catapults could break Azmodan's lines, but we can't raise them from their berths while demons swarm over the walls.
That is why I am here.
Alright, now moving on. Now I keep, I don't know if I think the Twitch videos have a link, but I don't think I say anything about my YouTube channel, but all these videos that I've been doing, like let's say if you watch part 5, or well, this is part 8, so let's say you watch part 8 and you're like, oh, I'd like to see what happened, you know, before or whatever.
Thank the heavens you're here. We're down to 4 lads until
my
reinforcements
YouTube
arrive.
channel, it's all capital letters, and there's a space between the 2 words. It's capital B-I-G, space, capital R-E-D. So,
what do we do?
like I said, almost all my stuff,
If you need to be told which end of the sword
all
goes
my stuff
where, you
from
haven't been
Twitch
paying attention.
ends up there.
Fight to your last breath, lads!
Plus, I do my loot crate openings. I'll do magic card stuff. You know, sometimes I'll do Pokemon stuff. I do all kinds of weird things. So
I cannot do that.
The lift is moving again.
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. You know, so you know, if anybody's interested that watches this or whatever, you know, check it out. And I've seen a couple people bounce in and out of the video, so figure, you know, just let it be known in case anybody watches this.
Victory!
Probably should have said something while the people were in here, but you know, yeah.
It was an honor
Oh
to
well.
fight at your side.
That was Captain Hale of Westmarch. He's 100.
Oh well. Maybe I'll say something if I get another couple people in or whatever. I'll say something again. But I'm not counting on it.
That needs to recharge.
I guarantee nothing.
My
There we
power
go.
has grown.
Okay. So yeah, when there's no corpses, he couldn't revive any of those guys because there was nothing to revive essentially.
I cannot do that.
So, very cool. I might go back and edit the tags on my videos, make sure I have links to my Twitch channel on my YouTube videos, and links to YouTube on my Twitch videos. That's probably a good idea. But I can do that at any time. I can do that on my free time. But, like I said, I'm looking to get a new PC and stuff. Because the one I have, the processor speed, I can upgrade. And, you know, it's fairly decent. I can put an A10 in here. 3000 series. So that'd be like a 3570 or a 3800 or whatever. Or a 3600 series. But it's an A10, which is a comparable good processor. But the problem with my existing computer is the RAM, which it's pitiful. The RAM maxes out at 8 gigs. And if you know anything about computers or you use them for gaming or anything, you'll know that 8 gigs of RAM is like, that's like the minimum you need to play anything. And I'm not talking like super graphically intense games either. You know, those ones you need minimum of 12 to 16.
I'm afraid not.
So I can't play much at all in the way of PC games. So I've been, you know, I have the Xbox, which is great, but, you know.
Transferring
Oh.
to Bastion's keep is as dull as
Morgan's
I
journal.
imagined. The soldiers spend most of their time gambling. I guess this is what I should expect from this hollowed-out rock, a shadow of its former glory. Still, I am here to provide for Anna. I hope she's well.
But anyway, I wanted to let you guys hear that. But the one I'm looking at, I'm either deciding. I mean, I've had a choice. I can buy. I was gonna get 2 used computers and take the RAM out of each of them, and I was gonna put the lower amount of RAM in the one and sell it back off, so I can get like $100 back, but each one's like 180 or 190, so basically just about $400, and that's just for the towers. That's not including a monitor or anything, but I have a good monitor. I don't need another monitor, so that's not an issue.
That is not possible.
But I do need a brand new keyboard, and I definitely need a mouse, because my mouse is just it's toast. Like, half the time you click something, it doesn't register because the mouse is so gummed up on the inside, and I can't take it apart. It's not something I can't do anything with it, so basically stuck. So I gotta buy something new.
You must be the one that lit the signal fires. Help me free the recruits so they can raise this catapult. Over here.
Now, it seems strange, but actually the best deal I found, I mean, I guess it's not surprising considering it's a place that really is technology. That's what they sell, that's what they do. But Best Buy has I think it was 550, maybe 552 or 559 or something. They're sold out now, but supposedly they're supposed to be getting them back in stock. But it was an A10 processor, and it started with 8 gigs of RAM, which that's fine to start with. You sell it with 8 gigs, then people can buy more RAM to put in. But it came with 8 gigs, a 1 terabyte hard drive, and it comes with a AMD R5 graphics. Or no, it came with an R7 graphics card. I looked at certain ones. You'll get like an R5 270, or you'll get like an R7 250. I know it doesn't sound, everybody's like, oh, what, GTX 1080 or whatever. That's like the buzzword for video cards. But I looked at the performance of these, and they're spot on for what I would need. They're definitely not top tier performance or anything, but as I said, I'm not looking for crazy top tier performance. But it comes with that video card and 8 gig starting RAM. I'd put more in. A very good size hard drive, and it's not like a 5400 RPM. It's a 7200. So it's the higher end of RPMs. I'd probably replace it with an SSD. But no matter what I buy, I have to replace it with an SSD. None of the ones I'm talking about come with that. But it ends up also comes with like it was a really, I don't remember what the brand was. I'm trying to think. But I looked it up. The keyboard was like a $50 keyboard, and the mouse was like a $49.99 or something. It was a really nice mouse. One of those ones with like the 15 different buttons on it you can assign for games and shit. So I was pretty stoked about that. But basically, if I have to buy another mouse and keyboard, if I want to get decent ones, it's about $100. So if I buy the ones that I was talking about with just the towers and put something together and then sell the leftovers, I still have to buy a keyboard and mouse. You know, that doesn't come with one. And a lot of the ones I'm buying are used ones, so they don't come with any power cords or anything too, which is fine because I have a whole section of my garage devoted to computer parts that I've been getting rid of slowly but surely. So I've got plenty of power cords, Ethernet cables, you know, jumpers, RAID cables. I have everything out there that I need. I have extra DVI to HDMI cables, so much stuff. So I can basically build what I need, have the power cables, and then, like I said, put the other one together with whatever parts that are left, and I can sell it with all the cables because I have lots of extras. I can just bundle them in and sell it on eBay or whatever.
No.
So I mean, it'll, as long as I pay attention, keep an eye on eBay and get decent amount of money. I'm only figuring $100 out of it. That'd be $100 would make me happy. So but then I'd have a computer that's working, and if I take those two together, I have 6 gigs of RAM that's compatible with those 2 used ones, and each of those comes with 8 gigs of RAM. So I can take like the 8 gigs out of the one, 8 gigs out of the other, because it has, you know, those motherboards have 4 slots, so I'm assuming it's 2. I think it said it was 2 4s in each one, so it'd be a total of 16. So I take that 16, put it in the one I'm keeping, and I take my 6 that I have in the existing computer that I'm using, and I just put that in the other one, and I sell that on eBay. So it'd come with 6 gigs of RAM, which isn't a lot for a computer, but that's good for someone to start. But the existing computer I have, I bought my parents' one right around the same time. So they have that same computer. So I'm going to save the power supply, the motherboard, all that stuff I'm going to set aside. And then if they ever need parts, then I've got parts. I don't have to mess around. And for them, an 8 gigs of RAM is more than enough. Right now they only have 4. And they're, you know, they don't do anything that needs more than 4 gigs of RAM. So 8 is more than enough.
You're here alone?
Of course I'm bloody well alone. Everyone else has gone and died. But I'll be damned if I leave my post. Make yourself useful and spin that with...
But they don't have any use for more RAM than 8. Because with 8 RAM you can run with 8 gigs you could run Windows fine and still be able to run, you know, something like YouTube in the background without any lag. You know, they've just gotten to the point where they had you know, like 6 megabyte internet or whatever, or 6 megabit, whatever you want to call it, and they just now recently upgraded to 25. So before they weren't really watching YouTube videos or doing Netflix or anything, but now they've upgraded their internet speed, so they might actually, you know, they might actually do that.
Do me a favor, and don't mention that I shouted at you a little, alright?
I'll still mention it. You're an asshole. No, but you know, with that being the way it is, now they can watch YouTube or Netflix or whatever. So, you know, then they might actually use the 8 gigs of RAM. But, you know, that'll be more than enough.
With your paltry catapults, my demons breach the depths of your keep. Once they've claimed the Black Soul Stone for me, your entire world will burn.
Asmodan's demons have opened an enormous hole in our walls and are flooding into the depths. If it is not closed, the keep will be overrun.
Leave it to me.
I bring word from the King of Westmarch.
Has he agreed to send us reinforcements?
My lord says he will send no living men to battle imaginary demon lords.
Perhaps he'll believe when his kingdom is burnt to ashes around him.
But, no. They said they can actually probably use the 8 gigs.
They're coming up from the depths.
But,
To arms! To arms!
I plan on... It cost me about $125 to buy them a processor that'll... Because right now they're using like a really high end, but it's a dual core processor. I mean, it's like the real low end of what the motherboard can perform. But I'm going to upgrade them to an A8. Get them a new CPU fan. 2 gigs of high-speed RAM. Or 2 sticks of high-speed RAM. 8 gigs total. I don't think I'll upgrade their hard drive. I was looking at giving them a graphics card because I get like a GTX 1030. I believe it's 1030. I think so. But it uses very low amount of power. So, oh, I got an achievement. This isn't my primary account. This is my daughter's, so. Kill 1,000 undead. Cool. Okay, cool. No, but, I don't think I'll get them an SSD because they don't need that. But I was looking at having to buy a power supply. Like I could upgrade to a 400. Right now they have a 300. So if I decide to get them another graphics card, I might upgrade their power supply as well. So then they'd have a 400 watt power supply, 8 gigs of high-speed RAM. You know, basically the fastest processor their computer could handle.
I'm afraid not.
I mean, that'll make them tremendously happy. So I don't know. I'll have to think about it and decide what I want to do. But that's the other thing too. Once I take those parts out of the computer, I'll bundle those somehow. I have extra cases. I can get a motherboard, the same motherboard that they have in their computer for like $35-$40 used. So I can take their processor, the crappy dual core, and I can take they have 4 gigs of RAM, so they have 2 2-gig sticks. I can take those, put them with the motherboard, which would be like $35. And so they have RAM and a motherboard, and I've got hard drives laying around. I could stick a hard drive in. I have like 6 copies of Windows 10. 2 of them started as Windows 7, and then there's free upgrades. So basically, I'll put one of those on so it'll have a legit version of Windows. Fresh install. Put some basic programs on, like a free antivirus and stuff like that, but nothing else. Let's see, what else would I have to add? Yeah, the power supply. It's just if I took their power supply and replaced it, I'd have an extra power supply. If I replace their CPU fan, I can use their old CPU fan, put it on the cheaper processor, because of course the dual core, you don't need as much cooling capability as a high-end quad core. It's it's a lot different. But work with that. Yeah, basically, so I'd have every part I needed to build another tower. So I could basically build them a computer, restock my parts, and build another computer for like $400. So yeah, it's either buy those 2 used ones and upgrade them for $400, or buy a brand new one for me that's going to cost $520 or $550, and then spend $100 on them for upgrades for them. So I'm looking at spending basically a lot of money, but I mean, I guess depending on what you think a lot of money is. But I'm gonna do one or the other.
Minions. The men actually think that they can hide behind their paltry little walls. But they have only had a glimpse of the full host of hell. We will see them drown in our tide of sin. The girl is still weak, and their hero will not expect us to attack from below. Send in the ravening beast.
But yeah, one of those two things I'm gonna do, and I'm sure I'll be happy with either way it comes about. But I'm not gonna buy used parts for their computer. I'm gonna buy them new stuff, because I run mine 24 hours a day. Well, sometimes. Other times I run it like 8 to 12 hours a day. But they turn theirs on, check their email, maybe do a couple small things, and they turn it off. So theirs has very little wear and tear. So if I buy them new parts, it's going to last them an extremely long time, 4 or 5 years. But for me, I use mine so much that I'm just going to use the parts I have till they die, and then it'll be time to build a new computer by that point. And no. Let's kill this little bastard. Alright, there we go. Didn't give me much, but that's cool. But, theirs will last them forever. Mine, I have to, I'll have to build a new one a few years from now anyway. Because by then, 32 gigs of RAM will be, like minimum for anything. So, at that point, I'll build a new one that is a little bit faster, a little better than basic. Because that's what I did with the existing one I have. When I bought their computer, I had bought, the cheaper, lower end one for them, and I bought the little better one for me. This is back when the A6 processor just came out, so it was like 4 years ago.
I have been fortunate enough to learn much of the barbarians' complicated history in my time. Yet the origins of these large, mighty warriors are hazy at best. Legend holds that they are the offspring of Bull Kathos, an ancient who embodied their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
Anyway, like I said, it was about 4 years ago. But since they've had BIOS updates and things, it can handle good enough stuff for my parents to last them another 3 to 4 years without any issue. So, is what it is. But I think I'm going to get to the next floor or get to a teleporter or whatever, and then I'm going to end out because we're just past an hour right now. And I don't even like to have things go that long because people don't want to have that long of a attention span. I totally understand that. I have like 0 attention span sometimes. So we'll wrap this up and then I'll call it for another day. Hopefully it won't be so long between my streams the next time.
It is good that you've come along. Our lads are fighting with blades held to hilts by bits of string. They need better weapons if we are going to survive. Watch my back while I work.
Alright, watch him.
Has blessed me.
There you go, 69. The best level ever.
Stay at my side.
That is not possible. I cannot do that.
There you go. Suck it. Still got corpses left.
Done. You've saved a lot of lives today. Thank you.
Okay, pick up whatever's lying around. Okay, there's the exit there. The yellow arrow points the way. Okay, yeah, here, perfect teleporter pad. So I'm gonna call it here. I'll go back to town, of course, but I'm gonna call the stream here, and I guess everyone have a good rest of the day. So, all right, yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I gotta bring up the Twitch screen. Okay, so.